Good morning. This is Baby. Happy Thanksgiving. This is the 24th, is it? Or the 23rd? Last week, she would have been right here. She would have been right here. I hope I never get over her. She deserves better than that. I cry every day still from my cat. I was a person who kept to myself. And she became this huge part of my life. Huge part. You go to the vet. She went twice and they said she looked like a kitten. And she was 16 then, and 7. Well, she was 15 then, and then she was 17. 18, I should say, because she is 18. I just got her for 17 years. She went to the vet 3 times. I had her. Well, originally when I adopted her, because she had really bad hemorrhoids. And well, I got rid of that. I looked for a food that was more moist than the one that they recommended when I adopted her from the adoption agency, the shelter. I changed their food and it was fine. The hemorrhoids went away, all the way. And every day I miss her. Since she passed. This hasn't been a week. I don't know what to do. I feel get a place of my own eventually. Again. Seems like that's all I'm doing. This is not my fault. I don't use drugs. I don't use alcohol. I mean, to tell me all of a sudden in my life, suddenly, like, shit's happening to me. But then, it's not a shit's happening to me constantly. It's that one time I would stumble and I just, would have a hard time catching up, as with anybody out there. You have a degree and you're in the workforce and you take a tumble for about a month or 2. You're out of that loop. You got to go start all over again. And it's not that easy. A lot of people change career, no matter how deep they are into their current career. Something stumbled them, they change career. And that's okay. Because it might lead them to something that's more freedom for them, or more money for them, or more fun for them, or less stressful even. And it would work out. And it seems like it's just, I don't know. But she's been my companion for a long time. And I always wanted to work online. And then I took the plunge. I did it back in 2015, and it paid off. The very first day I put my website out there, offered my services, I made $200. And I remember the client's name, at least the last name, and the situation. I remember it up to this day. I remember it. And with that being said, one thing I can remember everywhere I used to go or situation I was in was my cat. Her antics, the way she reacted to me, the way she loved me, the way she would give me these cold looks with those yellow eyes. I used to call her my yellow-eyed demon. An A-woman. That's the alien. I used to fold her ear over, fold them both, and then call her an A-woman. She's a very peaceful, loving cat, and she should just let me, mess with her. And I just wanted to be happy, for us to be happy. And I loved her because every time I made a plan, or had a vision in my mind, or a fantasy, as it were, or an image, she would always be there. She would always be there. It wasn't just me, or whatever picture, whatever people fitted into the image. She was always there. I've always wanted to live on a beach. I've always wanted to live on a beach. And I always see her out there in the litter box, like she thinks the beach is the biggest litter box she's ever seen. And we would sit down and watch the waves roll. And she would be fascinated with it. And she would scratch at the door. She had to go out. Or she'd better go out and do what she has to do and then come back in. I'm sorry I'm rambling about her. I need to see. One thing I hate about these people is that they're messing with my emotions. How are they doing this? Whatever the fuck they put here is pressing against something that's just causing it. But it's also making me dizzy. It's causing pain right here. It's making you feel like you want to fall forward. Now, if this was a tumor or a blood clot I had, why is it only affecting me at certain times when I'm saying certain things? It's like AI, a tumor or a blood clot with AI. It's something they have that they can control from like a remote control car. A remote control cars are distant from me when it's moving by itself, but it changes course. It's the same thing. Imagine if you were somebody put a minuscule nano remote car under your skin. How? I don't understand. Maybe that's why they stalk me, because they keep doing it over and over and over. They keep doing it over and over and over. Why else would they keep stalking? I mean, if you're in Timbuktu and they're in Saigon and they can control you, why would they keep stalking you? Maybe some people just like to be close to their victims, physically close. I don't know. Getting back to the reason why I made this video is back in Oklahoma, the last place I lived. The people had seen, they found 40 satin or silk bags, like a cream-colored bags, sacks, I should call them, like literal sacks. Not small ones either, big ones, 40 of them, brand new in the attic. What I believe that they were doing is filling these things with drugs. Lots of drugs. And they put that all over you. Now they send up a blast of electricity or a blast of radiation or whatever, and it hits those drugs, let's just say. The smell that will be emanating from them, and not just that, is that they have to be affecting the people. It's like being in an environment where there's massive amounts of drugs. they would have to affect that person somehow, or the people living in that environment. They have to. Because that's what she told me. That's they put drugs in the bag. And then she turned away. I would have never associated. I thought it was just like if they're hiding in your attic, it's just light on it because it's soft. She said they put drugs in the bag. That woman wrote a book. She wrote a book. And the book is never going to be published. The book is never going to be published. The woman also knows someone who I suspect was a part of this. It's like these people know each other. Now, Oklahoma, Stillwater, is a big place. But all the people I came into contact with somehow know each other. Coincidence? I don't think so. Something is off with all of this. By their admission, they know each other. Anyway, those bags, so I don't know what kind of drug they're putting in them. Now, it could be, like I said, there was a video where somebody went to somebody's back door or basement door and sprayed something in their home. Just a little tiny bit, but they were caught on camera. A tiny bit. All it took was a tiny bit and it affected everybody in the house got sick. I don't know if it was cyanide gas, I don't know what it was, but the cyanide gas would have killed them. Some kind of concoction people are making. Like we're not dying fast enough. Like we're not dying fast enough for these fuckers. They're all dying, but we're not dying fast enough. They're the ones who are hurting people. It's like everything they know that people would wish them just because people want to live their life. We want to live too. It's not like we single them out the way they single us out and target us. We want our torment to stop. See, these people are actively aggressive towards us. Actively aggressive, not passive. They're hurting our bodies and our kids and our minds and our businesses, and our prospects and our chances. So yes, we want them to disappear. We want them to just fucking die because it seems like they can't control themselves. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? We want to live too. We don't have anything against them except for the fact that they're attacking us. We don't even know them. We don't want to know them. They're hostile. But anyway, just wanted to make that video about the bags, so watch out for those bags. I don't know what they would put in those bags. And you're looking under this drug haze all the fucking time. It's hurting your head because the thing is, if they put things in these bags and they have to put energy weapons on these bags to emanate the smell or the potency or whatever, the radiation is still affecting you because you're in its immediate environment. Because it seems like the radiation have more power than you do. And they've taken over. You're in the environment of the receiving end of that weapon is going to affect you. So aside from the drug effects or gassing or whatever, that radiation is going to affect you as well. So I just wanted to make this video today. Sound gloomy, but it is a fact. And I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. I sound really, really crazy. I gotta cut my nails. Really crazy. But I mean on Thanksgiving to make a video like this. But have a good one anyway.